What is up, my dudes? Welcome back to the House of Flux and our uh, ADHD stream. Always deep, hardly disgraceful, or dependent, or damaged. I haven't quite figured out the last D, but that's all right. I'm not familiar with the D. But let's start. I want to start with the disclaimer because I think it's a good way to start, and that can be the intro. And you guys can say it with me too. Let's say it together. I am but a humble bard. Everything that I say is in mere jest and should not be taken seriously. If you take what I say seriously, I reserve the right to make fun of you. All right. Sorry, guys. I just want that to be my new thing because I think it's funny. I love it so much. And already, right out of the gate, Toylock Carissa, what's up, just became our newest Mocha Dick. Guys, she chose it. Thank you so much for choosing the path of the Mocha Dick because we are fierce and we are strong and we choose peace most of the time unless you fuck with us, in which case, then we choose violence. Thank you so much for becoming a Mocha Dick. But how's everybody doing? It's Friday, guys. I'm loving that it's Friday. John H in the house. What's up, John H? We got Project Metal Music. We got Mary Jane. How you doing, lady? Boosh in the house. What's up, Boosh? You have Roman-style pizza? Ooh. Well, that's okay, because Mrs. Flux is coming home tonight for dinner. And I'm excited for that because I love when she comes home for dinner. I wish so much that it would come across in its actual emoji form. I am so mad that it doesn't actually use the actual emoji in the, like, when you pull it up on StreamYard. StreamYard doesn't understand. But yeah, I feel like it came in really hot. How's everybody's Friday? I'm happy because it's Friday. Mrs. Flux is coming home for dinner, like I said, which is awesome. Jeff's streaming tonight, which I always love because he's streaming about the blowjob babies case. And I always love that. And earlier I was listening to Dave Neal. Because her lawyer, Dingus, is crying like a little bitch to Reddit. He's such a little bitch in my First Amendment protected opinion. He's crying like a little bitch to the Reddit people, like, somebody transcribed my video. Somebody transcribed my video. How dare they? You must take it down because it's copyrighted and neener. This dude is the biggest little bitch in my protected First Amendment opinion. And I am one of those people that will say, go watch one of my friends covering it. Don't watch his bullshit YouTube channel because that's stupid. He's a little crybaby bitch in my honest, humble First Amendment protected opinion. He's a little dumbass bitch. Yeah. So I would highly recommend that all my people go over to like either Dave Neal, Megan Fox, Lauren Knighty, Squid, Tug. They're all covering the case. There's a lot of more. There's more people covering the case. You should go watch them. Don't watch his stupid little bitch sessions because honestly, they're little bitch sessions in my protected First Amendment opinion speech. What's up, Island? How you doing? Man, I don't know if I'm just feeling a certain type of way or because I just watched that video and it's got, like, I cannot stand little bitches. I have a few triggers, like cutting in front of somebody in line. Like, you're not better than them. Your time isn't more important than them. And grown men acting like a little junior high school baby bitch. There are a few grown men that act like little junior high baby bitches. And it's like, I find it to be the most irritating thing because I'm like, you're like, if a woman, again, I don't care if it's fucking sexist, the genders have differences for a fucking reason. I am on a soapbox tonight. Wow. Anyways, let me get back on it for just a moment. There are two genders, and they are very different, especially in the emotionals. And, like, women are far more emotional than men. I get this. This is why I don't think a woman should ever be president, because I understand how I feel once a month. I know that once a month for, like, at least 3 days, I'm like, whew, I'm all in my feelings. And I'm like, everything pisses me the hell, like, literally, I know when because everything pisses me the hell off. Everything. You can just look at me and I will be like, fuck you and your stupid little face. Because I'm a woman. And I'm emotional like that sometimes because that's how I'm genetically, scientifically, biologically programmed. It's literally my DNA. So, I cannot understand a man who is over 40s. I mean, even 30s, like, dude, start acting like a grown-up dude. So especially men who are older than 40, you have lost every piece of my respect. I will never see you as a man because you are a little fucking bitch. So yeah, that's one thing that really bothers me. And I'm like, this is irritating. And the world has, like, become so full of these fucking crybaby bitches. And again, with women, I can understand sometimes acting like a little bitch. I act like a little bitch sometimes. I try to avoid being like a junior high bitch. I try to stay like college level bitchiness. But I can understand some women going down to the junior high level because we're fucking women. It's in our DNA to be little bitches sometimes. Hence the term little bitch. Happy Friday, guys. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm feeling like this. Actually, I do know why I'm feeling like this. But anyways, I didn't think I'd be on such a high horse. Still can't say anything about this topic. Yes. I don't know. I'm tired. I am tired of the little girls that, or let's say I'm tired of men that act like little girls and refuse to act like men. It's fucking irritating. I don't know. It bothers me. But, yeah, I just, I was listening to that on my way home from work, and I'm just, like, sitting there. And he's, like, this grown-ass man, dingus, is literally crying like a little baby to the people of Reddit because people on Reddit are transcribing his videos and just either adding a little, like, they're transcribing his videos and putting it on Reddit so that people don't have to watch the bullshit. And he's like, that's copyright. Wah, I can't make money on my YouTube channel. Wah. Which I think is very revealing. He is very concerned with becoming monetized and his videos making money. We all know Laura's not paying him, in my protected First Amendment opinion. All of this. And again, humble bard and all that. I forgot where I was going. I lost it, guys. Yes. Okay, good. I didn't know if the... Yes. Thank you, guys. I didn't know if the button on the mic worked or if it only worked via StreamYard. No, I did it on purpose. So when I coughed, I was, like, asking you guys while it was muted. I was asking you guys to tell me if it was muted because I wanted to know if it worked. And if you guys started yelling at me that I was a muted boomer, I know that the mic button works. So cool. So I can cough and you guys didn't hear me. Sure, Jan. No, I just wanted to be able to, like, clear my throat and cough without being disgusting. And, like, you guys don't need to hear when I cough. That's gross. I'm really happy that worked, by the way. I probably should have told you guys so that I didn't look like such a boomer, but it was kind of funny for me to see you guys react. I wanted to see if you guys would react. Because, again, sometimes trolls can be in chat, and if I'm like, tell me if I'm muted, and you guys be like, no, we can hear you, I'm like, you guys are lying. I don't know. But that way, you guys didn't know that I was muted, so you would tell me that I was muted. Social experiment. You guys worked. Thank you. Flux, he wanted to be a woman and a crybaby all of the time. He does. That's all he wants to do is be a crybaby. And exactly, traveling foods. Exactly. I love when people cough directly into the mic. It just makes the whole streaming experience or listening experience, it pops it up to a 10. But here at the House of Flux, we're underachievers. We don't want to give everybody that wonderful and joyous experience of the cough in the mic. I'm too much of an underachiever to give you guys that blessing, so I mute myself. I have, like, something in my throat. Phrasing, I know, but there's something tickling my throat right now. There's no good way to put that. And I have to keep coughing right now. Oh my god, and that's why I keep doing it. But, it's one of those things where, again, I'm directing everybody to the people who have invested a lot more time. I work a desk job and all that good stuff, so I don't always have time to, like, I can't always get to the cases, and so I mostly listen to a lot of the stuff from my friends. So I would highly suggest going over to one of them for a more detailed deep dive of the case. Here, in the always deep, hardly damaged stream, we like to stay at the surface because going too deep, it starts to get cold down there, and then there's no sunlight, and you gotta get, like, hyper, like, lights to really shine the light in the deep spots, and, like, I don't have a light that bright right now, and it's just a thing. Yeah, dude, it's like I get a dry spot in the back of my throat every once in a while, and it's like no matter how much I try and clear it or drink water, it's like a frog. Oh, where's my frog? Hold on. Hold on, where's my frog? I have a frog. Did I get rid of my frog? There's my frog. Oh, I have the wrong frog emoji. Because I have that frog emoji. I don't have the proper frog emoji. I love that. Oh my god, hold on. I had Ritz crackers and peanut butter earlier, and, you know, I had a knife where I put the peanut butter on the Ritz cracker, and Poonam is in the sink licking the knife. I can hear him licking the knife in the sink. Yeah, dude. And now he wants... Yeah, you're thirsty. Yeah, now he's going for the water. Wait, what, Jem? You've never seen what? Oh, you've never seen yes. Yup. You've never seen it that big before. Yes, I have it as an overlay. I love my little RPF. He's so cute. We never gave him a name. Jeff and I never named him. I feel like we should give him a name. Sorry, that's still my favorite. That will forever be my favorite now. Sorry, not sorry. That is forever going to be my favorite. Yeah, okay. No, nope, I can't. Mary Jane? Mary Jane. I would love so much to name him Kevin. However, that was my father's name. And my dad was awesome. But I don't want to name it Kevin because my dad's name was Kevin. We have to name it something else. No, Boosh. No. Jaden Smith. Are we gonna name the RPF Jaden? Are we naming the RPF Jaden? Is this Jaden? I think this has to be Jaden. I think that's a good one. Jaden Smith. Oh my god. RPF. That is a retarded pussy frog. Where did it go? I need to bring it back. Yes, this is our kind of our mascot. Other than the mocha dick, this is the retarded pussy frog. For when you just are so mad and somebody's just being a retarded pussy frog. Named Jaden. Also our mascot, but not really, kind of. Oh, Whoopi. Oh, Whoopi would be good too. Fritty Frog. Fritty Krog. Fritty Krog. That's our Fritty Krog. See, I like Gary. I think Gary would be a good one. I think Gary would be fun too. Robert Paulson. Oh, we should. You know what we should name it? Wait, where did Nancy? Nancy P. For Nancy the Pussy. Yeah? Is that good? Nancy the retarded pussy frog? Maybe? Oh, but what's up, Dion? How's it going? But yeah, I don't know. I really, like I was saying earlier, I really hate when grown-ass men are crying like little junior high baby girls. Because you're like an old man. You're like an old guy. Like, don't act like a junior high girl. That's just weird and gross and creepy. And like, how does anybody have any respect for you? I really don't understand when you're a over 40-year-old something and you're crying like a little bitch because you're a little bitch. I'm gonna call you a little bitch. And I don't understand why people around you don't call you a little bitch. Because honestly, it's helpful for you. Because then maybe you'll stop and be like, huh, maybe I should not be a little bitch, and maybe more people would like me. Maybe if I wasn't such a little big bitch, people would like me more. But no, they never stop to think about that. They're just going to be like, I'm going to bitch and cry more and like try and force people to like me. It's the weirdest fucking thing. I will never understand it for as long as I live. Never. Nope. Oh. No, I'm talking about the little bitches. The old guys that are little bitches. I love older gentlemen. Some of my best friends are older gentlemen, and like it's only the old dudes that act like little bitches. It's a very small class of old little bitch. Yes. What happens when you have an estrogen fountain for a client? I no, I can't accept that, because then married dudes don't act like little bitches. Like, I mean, generals, we're talking in generals. We're not talking about, like, you know, obviously people have bitch tendencies. But, like, dudes who are married for a long time don't turn into little bitches because they're around their wife all the time. So it's like either these single dudes or dudes, I mean, these old little bitches, I will never get it. Rick Nikita in the house. What's up, Rick Nikita? It's been a minute since I see you. What's going on here? Thank you so much for a $20 super chat. Hell fucking yeah. I don't have like a horn or anything, but I'm just gonna give you a hell fucking yeah. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. We are on our always deep, hardly degenerate rant. ADHD. Always deep, hardly degenerate. I like that one too. Like I said, we're mixing around the D's because I don't deal with the D's, so I need to rearrange the D. So it's either always deep, hardly disgraceful, always degenerate, hardly deceived? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Johnny Five is alive. Who's Johnny Five? I'm not hating on old men. There is a very distinct difference between the old dudes that act like little bitches and then all of my gentleman friends that are riper in age. Wait, who is Johnny Five? Who is Johnny Five? Short Circuit, great movie. No disassemble, Stephanie. Is that his name? That's not his name. That's not his That is his name. I love that we were talking about the same. This is the problem with a brain that forgets shit. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. I forget stuff. I short-circuited. Yes, I short-circuited because I was like, oh my god. You guys should totally watch Short Circuit. It's a great movie. I have trouble with S's. I'm having trouble with my S's tonight. That or I just need to like still slow down. And that's why I like streaming like after work when I get home from work, because I'm going so fast and it's like I need to take this time to slow down and like relax and not be like wound up so tight by yelling. Yelling at the internet helps a lot. Yelling into the ether helps a lot. But yes, no disassemble. But what's up, Moxie Dame in the house? What's up, Jess? How's it going? What were we talking about? Hold on, let me go back in the... I'm not dissing older gentlemen. I love my older dude friends. I'm talking about the little, you guys know who I'm talking about. There's a very specific set of dude where it's like the older they get, the bigger of a bitch they turn into. That's who I'm talking about. But so he dropped that I don't know, I missed it if it was a takedown. I think it was a takedown demand. I believe he like demanded that Reddit take down the user and like do all that. Jeff isn't. You guys keep saying that. I haven't said that. You guys keep saying that. I don't think you're old until you're in your like 90s. I honestly don't think you're old until you're in your 90s because Mrs. Flux's grandfather, he's like 80 something and he is like in much better shape than a lot of dudes that I know. Like, I don't know. I don't think you get old until you're like 90. Then you're old. When you're 90, I think then you can say you're old. But like, I don't know, 70, maybe 80, I guess you could probably consider it. Now, feeling, oh my God, feeling old is a whole other story. Feeling old, I feel so old. I am so incredibly old. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, we established for every year that you're in the Army, it's 5 years. For every year that you're in the Marines, it's 8. For every year that you're in the Air Force, it's 2. So I am 83. That's what we established, is that feeling and like kind of half really, not really, I am 83. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I'm a billion years old. Guys, oh my God, especially, so, like, for the people in our generation and, like, around our age, 10 years, well, maybe even, like, 5 years plus and minus my age, like, no, even 10 years on the, maybe, front end and 5 years on the back end. We have seen so much shit happen in our lifetime. Like, technology, like the technological boom, just everything that's happening in the world. We have lived through so much shit. Like, I feel like we live in a different world from the world I grew up in, when I was a kid. Especially like pre-2020 and post-2020. Two completely separate, I feel like they're two completely separate timelines and worlds, and like, what the fuck? That's, I don't know. I feel like we are definitely, a lot of us, especially, I want to say maybe in our 30s and 40s, and obviously, I don't know, 30s and above, we have seen so much shit go down. And like, shit in our country, and for a while, I don't know, man. We've seen so much shit. I feel so fucking old. Like, when I was growing up, we had the cassette tapes. I remember, we had my parents had records, but then we got cassette. I remember the very first CD player, I remember the first CD player, but I remember the first DVD player my family got. Like, it was one of these things where, like, my dad worked so long with the company, and they're like, oh, you can pick out from, like, one of these categories. And it was a 5-disc CD player. My dad was with his company, literally, like, with the electric company his entire, like, life. From the time he was 17 until the time he died, he worked at that one company. But they were like, oh, you can pick out, one of these things. So he picked out a 5-disc DVD player. And it was the coolest fucking thing. I remember we were so cool because we could get the extended version of Lord of the Rings and put all 4 discs in, or however many discs, and we didn't have to change the disc. We could just do play night, and like that, we were the coolest on the street for like 10 minutes for that. That was but like we've seen so many like changes to now. I mean, do you remember how big the iPod was? The iPod was like, when they came out with the iPod, the brick that was like that big, and it didn't even have a screen, or it had like a tiny little LED screen. Like, and it could only like not even a gig. Maybe a gig, like a gigabyte of songs, maybe. And like, that was the coolest thing. Sony Walkman for the win. I remember getting my first Walkman. It was green. It was like, I want to say it was kind of like that. You guys remember that like 2000s lime color? It was like late 90s. It was just a really common like green color. I don't know how else to describe it. I see it in my brain, and then it was, the PS2. Yep. Like, we have got, how many phases? We've gone through like almost 6. We're about to be coming up on the 6th PlayStation system. That's a lot. Meanwhile, our parents had like Atari, maybe. And we're over here literally with like 3D goggles or like, virtual goggles now, and living in virtual reality is a thing. Like, we live in a time where like, me as a child, I would be like, unfortunately, a lot of VR makes me motion sick in my older years. And it's unfortunate because I tried to do VR like maybe 3 years ago, and like, I got so sick. And I'm like, how dare you? How dare you get to motion sick? Oh man. You have to ease into VR. I really want to play VR, but here's the thing. All right, we're kind of headed off on a weird tangent topic, so stay with me because she is included. There's a anime called Sword Art Online, and it's one of my favorite animes, and they get stuck in a virtual, like a VR video game. And this is from that. One of the main characters, her name is Asuna. That's her sword, named Lambent Light. And essentially this video game launches and you wear this headset, and it's like essentially neuralinked into your spinal cord, essentially. And so if you try and take the headset off, it immediately fries your brain. And you can't leave the game once you got in, and it's like this whole thing. It's one of my favorite animes because, like I said, it's terrifying, but the thought of being able to play a virtual reality game in that capacity, it's such a cool concept to me. But again, I don't know that I could fully do VR like that for that exact reason. I would be too afraid that someone would be like, oh, we have access to like her spinal cord now and we can fry all of their brains. And it's like, is like a video game worth it? Oh, and in this video game, if you died in the video game, you died in real life. So it became like, oh, this is real life, even though it's a video game. We have to treat it as real life, because if you die, then you literally die. And, you know, the whole anime is just about, you know, the main character, Kirito. Kirito. I said that weird. You know, trying to beat the levels and then beat the boss so that they can get out of the game, because the creator of the game is like, oh yeah, I've trapped all of you guys in here. If you die in game, you die in real life. If anybody tries to take the stuff off of you, you instantly die. And yeah, so beat the game and then you guys can leave. Bye. And it takes them, I believe, 2 years. But they don't even, there's 100 or 99 levels to this game. And they're on like floors. And I forgot where I was going. But either way, it takes them about 2 years to beat the video game, and they don't even clear, oh, that's where I was going. They don't even clear all the levels. They just, I can't remember. I haven't watched it in a minute. I need to rewatch it because I love that one. It's a good one. They make it, I don't know, like to level 70 or something. And, you know, the whole twist is that like the leader of this one guild is like the actual creator and technical bad guy and technical final boss. And he's like, if you can beat me now, I'll just let everybody out. And, you know, it's anime. So like, obviously the kid wins and like, he lets everybody out and like, 99 levels of game on the wall, 99 levels of game. Yep. Yeah, each floor is its is a different like world. So you know, the first floor is like the base level where it's like there's a town and like open fields, and one of the floors is like a garden world where it's like all these flowers everywhere. And it's a really interesting, like I said, I think that can happen in real life, which makes me afraid of VR, because again, I'm like, if they come up with a system where it's like you're literally laying there, but like in game you're essentially in like this coma state where your brain's active but like your whole body is paralyzed, so that you could, I don't know. I think it could happen in real life, especially with all the stuff Elon Musk is doing in his brain chips. Brain chips, that sounds disgusting. The Matrix. Yep. It's the Matrix, but like real, see? Who knows that we're not already in the Matrix? Neuralink. It's kind of like, again, I understand why you would want to do something like that to try and help, you know, get people to be able to use their spines again. Like, that's cool, awesome, but also terrifying, and I would never want a piece of tech like that in my brain. I don't know. Never get in brain chip. I want to, yeah, I think we all wanted to unplug from the Matrix. That's why the election ended up the way that it did. All of us are like, we need to unplug. We need to unplug right now. I just, is it really? Long Horizon is one made after SAO and is very good. I'll have to check that one out. I'm currently, again, rewatching Fairy Tail because, again, I love Fairy Tail. The next sword that I want to add, because I have Currently, I only have 3 swords in my collection. They tend to be a little expensive, and I am a poor. So I can't just go out buying swords because, again, if you want nice replicas, they're expensive. And if you want the really nice replicas, they're really, really expensive. So I just go with the nice replicas, which are expensive. So typically, like maybe Christmas or like a birthday, I got Longclaw for Christmas in 2018. Yeah, 2018. And then I got Needle for my birthday in 2019. And then I got Lambent Light in 2022. So I'm slowly adding to the collection. Jeff got me that one at Anime Matsuri. It's one of my favorites. Your BF, but oh, got you Sting. Oh, see, I do want to have Sting in my collection. I would like Sting. I would like Fortune. Man, if I could work one, I don't think I have the upper body strength for that anymore. I never really had a lot of upper body strength to begin with. I've always had not super great strength in my arms. No matter how much I've tried, I've always had a lot of core and leg strength. That's where most of my strength is. That's why I used to love running. I miss running, but now it hurts like all the time. So my upper body strength has always been pretty poor, and I feel like having to take the hammer and beat the metal like that would build up my upper body strength for sure. Absolutely 100%. But you could buy a Calroyer that only only 26,000. Oh. Only. I didn't even pay that much for the Dodge Ram that that's Mrs. Like, we didn't even pay that much for our Dodge Ram. I don't think I can justify buying a sword for that much. See, here's the thing. Even if I won the lottery and let's say had millions of dollars, I don't know that I could spend that much on something that's like not practical. I'm trying to think the most money that I've ever spent on bullshit. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I buy bullshit. I do purchase bullshit, but I try and make sure it doesn't cost a lot of money. Like I said, probably the most expensive bullshit that I've bought or that we've gotten is Longclaw. Because Longclaw was expensive. And he literally just sits upstairs and looks pretty. Sewing with Flux. I can sew, kind of. Not great at it, but I can stitch a hole and a button. You'd spend a ton. Yeah, I think I would also spend a lot of money on animals. I would probably buy some type of sanctuary for cats and dogs. Oh yeah, that would be bad. I'd probably get an animal sanctuary. But that would be so fun. Because then I could have pigs and ducks. And I really want a hedgehog. And they're crazy and scary, but I really want an emu because they're like dinosaurs. Emus are... Have you heard the sound that an emu makes? Have you heard the guttural cry, the guttural roar of an emu? Those things are like dinosaurs that are just chilling in like people's backyards as guard animals. I want an emu so much, but Mrs. Flux is like, no, we're not gonna get an emu, and I'm like, then I want one so bad. I really want an emu. Gosh, they are just terrifying. So a farm, yes, I want a farm, which we plan on, like, for a while. We want to start a bee farm, and like we'll probably do that when we're closer to retirement, and just like for the hobby of it. But we really want to raise bees and have bees. We want a bee farm. Mrs. Flex and I want a bee farm. Emmanuel the emu. Is that one emu that's like super cuddly? Is that Lady Misfit Farms? Hold on, let me find this lady. I think it's Misfit Farms. Hold on. It might be? Yeah! Oh, wait. Apparently there's an actual place called... Oh, it's Useless Farm. Oh, it's Useless Farm. Hold on, let me pull this over here. And let me share my screen. Audio share. Oh, let me turn off the background music. Where is the background music? There it is. So this lady, oh no, I think her emu's name is Kevin. And she has an angry emu. Hold on, let's see. Because she has a bunch of, she has a female emu named Karen. Oh, we can't hear anything.
You're gonna feel really... Hold up, you actually think the Karen's attacking me? You're gonna feel really silly in a second. Karen's my gym buddy. We do our very best to keep each other motivated and hold each other accountable. Like for me, Karen never lets me skip arm day.
Like Jesus!
And I never let Karen skip leg day. This whole thing is like 98% cardio.
Like,
so the other 2% might be her trying to end me. But it's the trade-off that you have to make.
Like,
see, it's all about finding the right gym partner. Hold up, you actually think the Karen's attacking me?
Like, dude. Wait, no, what is happening? I want to go back. There it is, Useless Farm. Oh. So, I already subscribed. I guess I wasn't. Man, fucking YouTube. I was wondering why I hadn't seen any of her videos recently. I hate that YouTube unsubscribes people. I was subscribed, and then I wondered why I wasn't seeing any content recently. Oh, she does live streams now. Wow, 3 months. But, yeah. Guys, go subscribe to Useless Farms because it's really funny. And I really love her Karen content. Gosh, I want one of them so bad. You have to, like, she has to, like, hold her back by the neck and, like, watch out for her kicking feet. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry. But right? Like the noises it makes where it's like yes. Oh, she has babies? I didn't know she had babies. I know that like she was that I can't remember this woman's name. Rescued her. This is a rescue farm. And so that's why you like go support the rescue farm. And because this is what I want to do. I want to do that where I just get a bunch of animals that are crazy all of the time. What's up, Val? Hal in the house. What's up, Val? Get some emus because they're crazy. They're good guard animals. You can get Val. You can get a guard emu to protect your goats. That would be so cool. My dude, it's been a minute. I miss you. I'll message you later. Cause like we need to hang out soon. It's been a minute. But I forgot about that. But yes, I'll hit you up because it's been a minute. So that is what I want to do. I want to do all of that. I want to have emus. I want pigs. I want at least one cow. I want bees. I want rabbits. Guys, can I tell you a story from my childhood? I'm not waiting for you guys to say yes. I'm just going to tell you the story from my childhood. Bro, my mother had me believing for years of my life that so growing up, we had 2 rabbits. I don't know what happened, but I know that they passed. And I want to say that I don't know if something in the yard got them or because like we would let them out into the yard every once in a while and they'd like, whatever. Typically my parents watched them though, and like they'd be out there when I don't remember what happened. I just remember that my parents were like, they just got really scared, and rabbits have very bad hearts, so they get scared really easy and then they have heart attacks. Bro, I was believing until I was probably in my late 20s that you couldn't touch rabbits. You couldn't do anything because if you did, they would be so scared they would have heart attacks. And that there were only like a few bunnies that didn't get scared that bad. And like I was so mad because Mrs. Flux and I were talking about bunnies one time and I'm like, I love a bunny so much, but like I couldn't handle it dying, if we accidentally ever scared it. And she's like, what? And I'm like, because they have weak hearts. And she's like, well, that's not exactly the case. And I'm like, what does that mean? And she's like, yeah, they don't just die from heart attacks like all the time. So, well, that's the thing. One of them was young and the other one was old, like not older, but like she was getting, from my memory, the older one was getting older, so my parents got another one to like, kind of accompany it on its way out, and so that we'd have another one as it left. And I just remember we had a little black bunny and that didn't make it, and then I don't know what happened. I just remember that my whole life I've been terrified of bunnies. So now that because I don't want to kill them, I don't want to accidentally scare it to death. And so now that I know that I'm like, all I want is a bunny. I just want a cute little bunny rabbit all of the time. And I can't have one right now. And I'm irritated by it because I want a farm with bunnies and cows and pigs and emus and cats and dogs. And I can't have that right now. And I want it. Did you know No, I did not know that they do jump pissing sometimes. Willow used to walk and poop. I never knew a dog that would walk and poop, and I don't know why she would do it. But like Willow, she never just poop. She never left a pile, she left a trail. I never Bruh. No, those things are evil and of the devil. You want a spaceship animal rescue farm? That would be cool. That would be really cool. But like Lord. Do you have 4 rabbits? I can Really? Oh, that's kind of funny. See, I want a rabbit. My whole life I was so scared to get rabbits because I was so scared that I would like move too quickly or the music would be too loud or something and that they would just like fall over from a heart attack. But dang. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it here cuz I got to start figuring out dinner because like I said Mrs. Flux is coming home for dinner. And I was supposed to start decorating for Christmas yesterday and I forgot. Well, I was supposed to do it last weekend and I forgot. And then I was supposed to do it yesterday and I forgot. And then yesterday I said that I would do it today. And I also forgot. So I'm going to do that a little bit. Do a little Christmas decorating because I want to be festive. I need to like hang some. Ooh, I have some lights I can hang behind me. That might be cool. That might be cool. Let me see if there is anybody I can redirect y'all to because why not? So let's set up a redirect. Oh, Nick's streaming. Nick is streaming. Let's send everybody over to Nick. All right, everybody, tell Nick I said hi. I have to, like I said, I'm going to start decorating for Christmas. I'm going to start getting dinner together. And I appreciate everybody hanging out and chilling tonight and just doing the always desperate, hardly deaf stream. It's never going to be the same. It's always going to change. I'm trying to think of a different A word. All dogs. No. All dingoes hate donuts. Yeah. On that note, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for chatting and chilling and doing all that chatty stuff. Where is it? We'll throw this in the background for a minute. There it is. And guys, so at some point we are going to be doing a unexplained stream with Danny on and Jeff of Legal Vices. Stand by for further details on that. We will have our Minecraft morning stream tomorrow. And that's what we've got on the horizon. I'm going to be hanging out over in Jeff's Legal Vices chat later tonight at 8 p.m. because I love when he does, like, don't get me wrong. I like when he does his morning because of what I listen to. But I love night streams too. Night streams are fun and chill. Yeah. Arson damage, happy dance. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna say the low rat. I always think Lorax, and then my brain doesn't want to say Lorax. The Lorax. I have to get my brain right. The Lorax, thank you, gives me the arson damage happy dance, which I actually like that the most. That might actually be the... I love that. I love that so much. Playing the music ruined my audio. Interesting. Let me turn it back off. Was the audio bad the whole time? And it's just better now that the mic is off? Weird. Was it like that before? No, Mary Jane. Mary Jane. No. No, no. No, no. Interesting. I wonder if it was bad the whole time. I'll have to go back and listen. I hate listening to myself. If there's one thing I hate, it's going back and listening to myself talk. It's like one of the worst things. No, it was just then. It fixed halfway through. Oh, interesting. I don't know. Maybe StreamYard had a hiccup. But what's up, Santiago? How's it going? No, it was just then. All right. Well, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Like I said, I'm shooting you guys over to Nick Starro. Tell him I said hello. I'll pop into the chat, and then I can only stay for a bit. I almost said a minute and a bit, and it came out bit it. It's the problem with my brain moving so fast. Like, I can't speak as fast as my brain thinks, but that's all right. I will see you guys later. Remember, have an excellent night. Be excellent to each other, and I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic night. Bye.